What is going on, guys? This is your role model of the IWC Gamers Goon here today with your WrestleMania preview and predictions. As you can see on the screen today, we do have two special guests here with us today. We have from the Big Fight Field channel, Joseph Conlin. How are you doing, Joseph?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you inviting me on the channel. I remember the last time I was on the channel, we actually talked about Double or Nothing and the AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view. That was a fun time, and I'm happy to be back here. We're going to talk about the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time. It's going to be quite legendary, but now scratch that. This is probably the least excited I've been for WrestleMania, and it's quite sad. And it's from a watcher who doesn't watch WWE regularly, so take it with a grain of salt. But, yeah, I'm just not excited. There's like 3 or 2 matches I'm looking forward to on this show, but we'll talk about it. But, man, I appreciate you for having me on tonight. I really do.
Of course. Like you said, last time he was here was Double or Nothing. That is what WrestleMania is supposed to feel like. We are not – WrestleMania – this weekend does not feel like Double or Nothing felt going into it. And as you can also see, we are joined by Indigo Uchiha. How are you doing, Indigo?
What's up, bro? Thank you for having me back on the channel.
Yes.
Always a fun time. And this time, Joseph Conlin is here, so you already know 3 of the best in the IWC. So I'm happy to be here. We're gonna have fun with this.
We're gonna try to make something out of this WrestleMania, man. Because I don't know if they're gonna be capable of making it a good show, so we might as well try to make it salvageable. But let's start with night one. Night one, we are starting the show off. I don't really care where we start off, to be honest. I'm gonna start off with the Mysterios going up against The Miz and Logan Paul. Joseph, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Sheesh. I guess I'm going to take the Mysterios. It feels like that man, I mean, this time last year, if I talked about WrestleMania, I could give you the facts and details about the matches. This year, I don't know since I don't watch the product regularly, but I'm going to take the Mysterios to win, to get their big babyface win, because I don't know. There's just nothing going on for The Miz right now. And Logan Paul, I feel like this is just a one and done for him. So, but hey, maybe he'll have a good match. Maybe he'll come in and put on the performance that Bad Bunny did last year. I doubt that, but who knows? But I guess I'll take Ray and Dominic for the win.
I mean, the most you can hope for is him to come in and give a Bad Bunny-like performance, show respect to the business, actually want to do the business the right way instead of just coming out there and getting a paycheck and just being Logan Paul.
Well, I will say this. I saw a video on WWE's YouTube channel with him being trained by The Miz. If you guys didn't see that, he was doing like cross bodies and frog splashes, running the ropes, all that stuff. So, dude's been training. I'm just hoping that, like he's not Logan Paul and he doesn't give a shit about anything. I actually hope he gives a bit.
The problem, though, that you brought up, though, is he's training with The Miz.
Right.
That's not helping anybody. Training. I don't necessarily know if you want to learn how to wrestle from The Miz. I mean, he's not horrible, but if that's not the first guy I'm looking to get advice on how to wrestle, especially in a big WrestleMania type match. And I could honestly see this going either way. Vince McMahon's known to do stupid shit and just throw the celebrities a bone here or there. I hope that's not the case. The Miz is on his team, and the Miz is probably the best person to take a pin. So I hope the Mysterios win, because if Logan Paul pins Rey Mysterio, then that is the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen.
That's disrespectful.
That is true, yeah. That if that happens, then they just need to sell the company. It's over. That should not happen. You can't take down a legend by losing to Logan Paul in his first match. How about you, Indigo?
I wish y'all got the Mysterios. Like Joseph knows that I don't watch much of WWE, as as well as you, Davis Goon, but I don't know what's going on. With none of these matches, we're talking about it, but this particular match, I don't know what's going on. Like going into the match, and Logan Paul, I'm not really much a fan of the Paul brothers, but we'll see. Let's hope he don't like disrespect the business. Hopefully he respects it like Pat McAfee does and Bad Bunny.
Yeah, the best you can hope for is that he actually cares. Because if he doesn't care, then this is just a waste of everybody's time. And the match is probably going to go about 20 minutes. So if
No, dude, I'd give it 12 minutes tops.
I'll give it 20. Watch. they got Rey Mysterio in there.
I think Miz can wrestle for 20
minutes. Man.
I don't think Miz can wrestle, period. And he still wrestles. So that's not the question to be answered.
We'll see. I think the baby faces should win. So,
I mean,
I'll say this though: Dominic Mysterio should be on NXT 2.0 since that's their model that they're trying to portray. That's all I'll say for that.
I mean, NXT is supposed to be where you build people up, but the WWE, they want to mess everything up that Triple H did. Next, though, we got Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. This match is going to be painful. I might as well just go to the bathroom. I have zero interest in this match. The best I can give you is that Drew McIntyre wins because why the fuck would Corbin win? How about you guys?
Again, it's like the last match. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you a thing about this match. I'm sorry. I'll take Drew McIntyre just because he's the bigger star, and he could probably be wrestling for a world title after WrestleMania. So yeah, I'll take him to win. But I couldn't tell you a thing about this match.
How about you, Indigo?
Same here. I feel sorry for Drew. He should be doing better, especially at WrestleMania. Especially holding down the company during the pandemic. And now he's at Mania wrestling Happy Corbin of all people. Night one is looking so trash. Both nights are trash, but night one compared to night two is yeah.
It's weird.
I got Drew McIntyre to win this.
Yeah, if Corbin wins, then Drew better pack his bags and go back to Impact or Ring of. I don't care where he goes. Next though, we got the New Day going up against Sheamus and Ridge Holland for absolutely nothing. I don't even know why this is on the card, to be honest. Ridge Holland.
It's on the card because this is WWE's attempt just to try to get everybody on the show.
That is probably true, to be honest. That and the New Day is the New Day, so you always got to push the New Day for no reason. It's the New Day against Sheamus and Ridge Holland. I don't know why the New Day would lose this match. Yeah. How about you two?
First off, press the Big E. I hope he's doing okay with that. I saw that neck injury. I don't know when that happened, but that was really some really scary shit. So that's the most important thing. I don't know. Again, it's probably gonna be most of the matches. Couldn't tell you a thing about it. I'll take the heels because they should be pushing big young guys like Ridge Holland. So there you go. I'm gonna take Sheamus and Ridge Holland to win this match, even though the New Day are probably gonna win this match because it's the New Day in WrestleMania. So
I got a question for you, Joseph. Do you know who injured Big E?
Ridge Holland.
Don't let him win. That is my theory.
That Sheamus can win. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Seriously.
Not really.
It's a SmackDown match. At the end of the day, I can honestly see them pushing this match to the pre-show because who honestly,
Yeah. There's nothing really else, so might as well. How about you? Ian?
I got the New Day because I don't see the Hills winning in this thing, especially with the Big E situation. I think it'll be like a feel good moment for the New Day with what's going on. So when Joseph said this some SmackDown match, you know. Did you guys talk about Butch or no?
no, I
No.
refuse to.
I wasn't really planning on
But
it.
I saw that. I saw that on YouTube because we don't watch WWE, so I saw the shit on YouTube. I'm like, yo, what the fuck did they do?
I mean,
That's all I gotta say.
he did sign the dotted line, so he did re-sign with that same company. So I guess he had this coming to him. I don't know, but I don't know.
How do you?
He's finished. I don't go ahead.
His name is Butch. We can't just leave it. I mean, we really gonna have to rename Pete. They're just a weird company the way they operate. And speaking about weird operations, we got Seth Rollins against literally nobody yet. That will be announced at Mania. Why don't we start with you, Indigo? Who do you think it's gonna be? Who do you think is gonna win? Let's hear it.
You guys know who it is. I shouldn't have to say it.
We don't know who it is.
It's the biggest hypocrite that I probably
It is
ever
Shane
saw in
McMahon.
wrestling.
It is Shane McMahon. Watch.
If they swerve us with Shane, man,
Bro, they're gonna do it. They're gonna put Cody on Monday after Mania.
They swerve us with Shane. They already fucked up with Cody. And I said this in my predictions on my channel. I said Cody he has to start Raw Monday night. If they don't, they fail already. Because you got a lot of people that probably haven't watched in a while. They're gonna be tuning into Raw mainly for Cody, right? He got to start the show. They don't. It's bust off rip and this storyline. Again, I haven't been paying attention, but I saw what they put out on their YouTube channel with him and Vince, or Seth and Vince, excuse me. I thought that was great. Both of them did a good job. Surprisingly, Vince, because we can barely understand what the fuck he's saying nowadays.
That's not wrong.
Steph, he hasn't been doing much. That I know ever since the Roman match. KO, him and KO's fucking feuding over Stone Cold, like it's a date or something, and now he's desperate. It's like the John Cena and Taker, right?
From Mania 34.
WrestleMania 34, because I was thinking about that earlier. Same thing. In terms of who I got, it's Cody. Seth is a made man. Seth, the loss ain't gonna hurt Seth. It's WrestleMania. We all know his biggest WrestleMania moment, which was at 31. So the loss isn't gonna hurt him. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, for me, I think if it's not Cody, the WWE fucked up. They have Cody signed. If it's not Cody, then just don't even just have Cody as like a fucking trainer or something. I don't even want to see Cody if he's not showing up on Mania. Just leave him to the side if he's not facing Seth. But you can't have Cody debut in a match and lose. At least not lose and be taken seriously. Because if he loses, I mean, he kind of has like no momentum right off the bat. So I'm gonna take Cody, hoping that they don't do some stupid shit. I know Shane McMahon's gonna be in town. If it's Shane, Vince just put down the pen and paper. It's over. How about you, Joseph?
See, I could see WWE doing Shane McMahon and then bringing out Cody for a second match, because that's just so. That's just so WWE. That's so WWE because they want to swerve us.
Cody's gonna show up in the main event of night 2.
Yeah.
Because they was mad. They was mad because of what Shane did at the Rumble. Basically, try to book himself to be the star of that match. So if they really swerve us,
Yeah, dude, I could see them bringing back Shane and squashing him in 20 seconds, and then Rollins be like, "That's not a good WrestleMania moment. I want another opponent." And out comes Cody. I could see that happening.
That's some shit they would do.
I could see that happening, but I do think Cody's showing. He has to at this point. I feel like if he does not show up on either night, it's going to be a massive meltdown. And people have been speculating that he's going to show up on Monday Night Raw these past couple. I keep up with social media on the IWC, and people speculate that.
They get me to tune into the main event every week for Raw just to see if Cody's going to show up, and he never does.
Same.
I literally watch it for 20 minutes every week.
Same, dude. I freaking watched that one episode where it was Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins in the main event, and everybody thought he was going to show up, and he just didn't show up. Like, you people really wasted 3 hours thinking Cody Rhodes was going to show up just for him not to show up.
I'm not watching the whole show if Cody's not showing up.
No.
I'm watching.
That's what I'm saying. On Monday Night Raw, he has to open the show. Like, there's no other way around it.
Yeah.
You got people who hasn't been watching the product in God knows how long. You got people probably paying tickets to go there who probably hasn't been to a show in God knows how long. We all know a lot of us are hip in the IWC, so we know what's going on. So,
exactly. But I mean, as far as Cody showing up in WWE, honestly, I really don't watch WWE a lot, but it's a great thing, honestly, I think, because, you know, Cody's a really good professional wrestler. Cody's really good at storytelling. And, you know, look at that roster up and down on both shows. I mean, they're like D-level rosters. It's sad. And they could use, I guess, a spark in Cody Rhodes would be good. And it's not like he needs the company, though, because they need him. Just look at who's wrestling these next 2 nights. You got Logan Paul, Johnny Knoxville.
You're being managed by a robot.
Brock Lesnar, you know, headlining shows. Just look at that roster. Look at this WrestleMania card. They need Cody Rhodes. And he had a good run in AEW, but they don't need him anymore. Just look at their stacked roster. So I think it's great for both companies. I think it's great for AEW. I think it's great for WWE. And I think people should be happy. But, yeah, Cody's got to show up at WrestleMania. What would be the likely scenario? It's a Seth Rollins match. But, yeah. And if he does show up, he's not losing. So.
Also, I want to throw this out there. He's probably going to throw you off the day of by posting in, like, Georgia or something like the Hardys did. Don't read into it. If he's not – he's going to be there. He should at least. But next we got the Usos defending their tag team championships against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. I'm going to be honest. I don't really care about this match, really. The Usos are cool, but I'm not really a big fan of Shinsuke anymore or Rick Boogs. But this kind of screams to me that Rick Boogs and Shinsuke is going to win the match just because it's going to be something weird on night one because there's not really much else on night one. But once again, I don't think the Usos are going to lose until Roman loses. So I'm going to say the Usos win this match. How about you guys?
Yeah, I would agree. I don't care. They should have a good match. I saw Rick Boogs a couple times wrestle. I'm not really impressed. I mean, he's not not bad, but he's not great either. That he's okay. He's mid, yes. And
Yeah, he's
I
mid.
think having him with Shinsuke Nakamura was great in the beginning, but now it's taken Shinsuke all the way down. It's kind of ran its course. So just for that reason, I hope the Usos win. So, and I think they will win. So,
hopefully.
Yep.
I got the Usos as well. There's no way they're losing. You know, like you said, as long as Roman's champion, you know, they not losing those tag titles. There's no division to begin with, but for the Usos to drop those titles makes no sense. I'm sure they even know that themselves, WWE. So, yeah, that's all I got.
All right, let's move into one of the last two matches of night one. We got Becky going up against Bianca for the Raw Women's Championship. Becky just got her hair cut off by Bianca. Do I really care? Not really. I like Becky. Don't get me wrong. I like Bianca. Don't get me wrong. But this feud is not really there to me, at least. How about you guys?
Go ahead and go.
I agree. Ever since SummerSlam, Bianca hasn't been the same. 26 seconds. There's people saying that Bianca that wasn't the case. Look what happened after SummerSlam. You know, this match itself is lackluster. Not much interest going in the match. I'm pretty sure they're going to give us a good match. Probably might be one of the matches of the night if you ask me. I'm pretty sure they might get some time compared to SummerSlam. Oh man, that was a disaster.
Yeah.
But if Bianca doesn't win this, it's it for her. So she has to win this. But even when she wins, again, there's like the tag division. There's no the women's division, you know. But I'll say this: I got Bianca for this. If she does win the title, I hope we get her and Bailey continuing their feud where they left off. This time with the title on the line.
I mean, like you said, hopefully this gets the time. I don't see why it wouldn't get the time. Night one looks horrible. There's no match on this night one card that should really take that long, to be honest. So hopefully they get the time to have a good match. Like Indigo said, though, SummerSlam made Bianca look horrible. Bianca was probably one of the biggest laughing stocks after SummerSlam. So you got to try to help her in any way possible get back to being something relevant at least. So a smart move is probably for Bianca to win, in my opinion. How about you, Joseph?
Yeah, I'll take Bianca Belair to win. It just stinks to see how bad Becky Lynch is right now. I mean, we're talking 3 years. We talking 3 years ago. I mean, she was my favorite wrestler in the entire world. I literally bought her merchandise right before WrestleMania, and I mean, I was happy and tired when she won the two titles. It just stinks they didn't follow up with her title win, but man, ever since she's returned, and I mean, again, I don't watch the product on a regular basis, but I do keep up with it on Twitter, just to see what she's become with this big-time Bex gimmick. Oh, God, it's so corny. It is so corny, bro. It's turned the television off heat. It stinks, but yeah, that's what it's came down to. But I mean, I'll take Bianca Belair, but I mean, last year's match with Sasha Banks meant so much more than this year's match with Bianca Belair, and I guarantee you that this match will not be on the same level as the match with last year and Sasha and Bianca, because that match, I mean, it was, the build wasn't great, but they had a great match with two wrestlers that are determined, and just bet this, I don't know. I think, am I saying this is going to be a bad match? I agree with you, actually. This could be one of the best matches on night one, but we'll see. I can actually see this match opening up the show, to be honest with you, but I'll take Bianca Belair to win.
I don't know where else they'd put it, to be honest. You can't have it towards the later end of the show because that's going to take away from the main event.
Yeah, it should open the show
It's
up.
either going to open it or it's going to be like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I would have it open the show.
I think it makes sense with that crowd,
That's something else we got to talk. I hate the Dallas crowd. They bore me to death. They suck.
That was the 32.
When was the last time
it was 32.
32, right?
32, yeah. I literally fell asleep during the main event. It was horrible.
Yo, that WrestleMania, bro.
There is zero chance. If this is anything like 32, you might as well just not even watch the show.
That was Roman and Triple H, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking. That shit was fucking terrible. That feud is so fake.
I hated that show.
So did I. I almost fell asleep that night, too, to be honest.
I did fall asleep.
Oh, my God. I only remember two things from a couple things from that show. I remember the opening match was the best thing on the show. The Zack Ryder match was...
Oh, that was that.
Oh,
yeah.
For sure.
I remember that.
That was a moment. I remember that.
Yeah, it's just too bad he lost the next night, so...
Yeah,
that's WWE.
Then I remember how awful that main event was with Triple H and Roman Reigns. So
until you said anything, the only thing I remember is falling asleep in the main event, waking up, and saying that the match was over. I don't remember
after Sasha Banks lost. After Sasha Banks lost, I had no interest. They fucked up in that match. I say that to this day.
Oh, that was the triple threat, wasn't it?
Yeah, bro. That was when they first introduced the Raw Women's title, I believe.
Dang.
Yeah, it was that match. Yeah.
Damn.
They do it for Charlotte. As we will talk about in a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking about Charlotte, she's main eventing with Ronda Rousey. Do we all know why? Not really. Why the fuck does Charlotte get? I don't understand it. I really don't.
So glad this is on night one and not night two. That way I don't have to watch it.
First of all, it's supposed to be Sasha Banks versus Charlotte, but of course, when Ronda stepped in the picture, they had a.
You immediately got to drop all your plans when Ronda steps in.
Now they paired Sasha with Naomi. I'm not before that.
Their timing sucks. I was okay with Ronda main eventing with Becky back at, 36? 35, one of the two. I was fine with that. And then they added Charlotte. And now you're getting a one-on-one main event now with Ronda and Charlotte. It makes zero sense to me.
I mean, shit, wasn't that supposed to happen 3 years ago? But it didn't because Becky Lynch was so over.
I mean, it was supposed to
It was
happen, but
supposed to have
then
been 1-on-1, but Charlotte, she was jealous of the like how it was the Ronda and Becky was the most popular thing in the whole company, and Charlotte saw that she got jealous. She wanted in. That match was a disaster because we was what it was like 8 hours in.
it was the last match of like an 8-hour show. Everybody was tired. You have a feel-good moment at the end of the show that like nobody was even like had any energy to feel good for.
That crowd was asleep.
Like, I
It,
feel like if you
it
did
was
that on
like
like a 3-hour show, the crowd is fucking hyped as fuck. You did at the end
It's
of
like
an
the
8-hour show.
It would have been hyped like the Kofi
in the
Kingston
morning,
moment.
like
Right. they struggled to. I'm glad that they broke the card up. And honestly, if they're gonna do WrestleMania 14 matches, just keep it on 2 nights for now until the end of time, because it's a lot easier to sit through 7 matches at a time than 14. But
people complain about AEW pay-per-views, but they only do 4 a year, and the matches that they put on those shows, it's worth your money. One and two, they are storylines that will build for months leading on to that show. So if the show, like if an AEW show goes on for long, we don't really complain at the end of the night. We
I don't think
know,
an AEW show's top 6 hours. There was a period of time where
no,
WrestleMania literally every year was 7, 8 hours. Like, I'm starting watching the shit at noon and it's already midnight by the time it's over.
Yeah, but anyway,
a
I'm just
long
gonna take
night, bro.
Ronda Rousey to win this match.
I got Ronda as well.
Yep.
Let's move on to the slightly better of the 2 nights by talking about a match that is not good at all. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. Joseph and I were talking about this before the show. We are very excited to see this match, aren't we, Joseph?
Dude, I can't wait to see Johnny Knoxville jump off the stage in an anything goes match. It's going to be so hype. I can't wait.
A highlight of WrestleMania right there.
It's going to be so much better than Sammy Guevara doing a Spanish fly off the stage through 2 tables. I can't wait to see what this man's going to do. But no, there's only one reason this is an anything goes match. It's because Johnny Knoxville doesn't know how to wrestle. And this is, like, no jokes anymore. This is probably one of the biggest reasons I don't watch the product anymore, is because you have these freaking celebrities who come in and they take spots from a guy like Ricochet, who is the Intercontinental Champion and should be on the WrestleMania card. But now you got Johnny Knoxville wrestling Sami Zayn. I mean, what a slap in the face that is, you know? What a slap in the face that is. Working your ass off the entire year to get on the WrestleMania card, and you're not on the WrestleMania card because WWE wants to bring in Johnny Knoxville. What a slap in the face. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why Johnny Knoxville needs to be on WrestleMania. I'm not exactly sure why Johnny Knoxville leaked Sami Zayn's number. I'm not exactly sure why these two are even talking to each other, to be honest. Your guess is really as good as mine. Johnny Knoxville, I could see the WWE doing some dumb shit and letting him win because it's an anything goes match.
At least this match isn't for the Intercontinental Championship. If this match was for the title, it would have been even worse.
If it was for the title and Knoxville won, I don't even know what would happen. That would be stupid. But yeah, Sami Zayn needs to win this because it's an embarrassment if you lose to Johnny Knoxville. It really is. Isn't he fairly old too? Yeah, he's 51. There's zero chance you should lose to him.
I could see WWE pulling some silly shit in this match, to be honest with you.
Doesn't he fly off a cart in the Jackass movies? He's gonna come off the ramp in a fucking cart and hit Sami Zayn.
I could legit see Johnny Knoxville winning this match. That's scary.
That is very scary. How about you?
That's my pick. That's my pick.
I'm going with Sammy.
I'm going Johnny too. I'm looking forward to this actually as well. I think it's going to be very entertaining.
It's either going to be a fairly entertaining match or it's going to be weird.
Indigo knows he's already joined in the Johnny Knoxville train. So
Yeah.
I will not be joining that train with you two. Just like I didn't join the QT Marshall train.
Did the Kevin Owens Stone Cold the segment, is that night 1 or night 2?
I mean,
shit. Let's talk about it now. I have no idea what night it's on.
I think it's night 1.
Yeah, that's how much I don't know. Like I don't really know like what matches is on when night.
I mean, it's a talk show. Do we really have to talk about it?
I mean, he's gonna come in, give him a stunner, leave, get a beer or two. I doubt
they're talking about this closing out night 1. Like you're really gonna talk. Like I understand it's Stone Cold Steve Austin and he's from Texas, but you're really gonna close out your first night of WrestleMania with a fucking talk show? Like really?
What company are we dealing with?
WWE.
Then yes. The only time you should be ending with like a talk show is maybe like a Raw or a SmackDown. These people are doing it on a pay-per-view. Not only a pay-per-view,
WrestleMania,
supposedly their biggest pay-per-view. Indigo, what do you think about Stone Cold showing up? You think it's going to be anything more extravagant than we're thinking it is?
I actually talked about this on my channel. I said it makes no sense that he's coming back for a match because what WrestleMania was it? WrestleMania 19, I believe it was. That was his final match, and it was with The Rock. That was the perfect ending to, of his career ending, unfortunately. But, what better way to go out with The Rock? So there's no need for him.
We put Shawn Michaels in Saudi Arabia. This company knows no bounds. They'll do whatever.
I had a scary thought, bros, that we might get Brock Lesnar versus Stone Cold at a Saudi show.
That would end so poorly for Stone Cold.
Because like you said, Shawn Michaels came back, right? We all didn't expect that to happen. Again, with Shawn Michaels, his final match was with Taker. There was no better way. It was the perfect way to go. I'm with you guys. It should be a standard. Every time we see Stone Cold, the standard stunner, get tossed beers, celebrate, and he saves Texas, whatever that means.
Hey, don't put this at the end of the show. I beg you to put it on start the show off with this if you want. Don't end the show with this shit. A talk show to end WrestleMania is the stupidest idea I think I've ever heard. And WWE has a lot of stupid ideas. But let's talk about another non-full-time wrestler. I don't really have an issue with him, though. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Pat McAfee, I'm okay with. I don't know about you guys, but I'm okay with Pat McAfee. He's respected the business. He's done fairly well when he has wrestled. I'm fine with him.
Too. I am too. His match with Adam Cole when he wrestled in NXT was great. And
it was.
He had that War Games match, which was really good. And he's shown time and time again how much he has respect for the business. He has his own wrestling ring in his studio where he does his show at. So I got no problem with it. I think this will be a good match. I'm kind of looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it just for Pat McAfee. I don't really give a fuck about Austin Theory.
No, I don't know either.
Pat McAfee, though, I'm excited to see what he's got because he's been fairly impressive.
And Austin Theory could go, so he's a good opponent for Pat. I'm a huge fan of him. I don't know much about like his football run in the NFL. I'm sure you do, Gamers Goon, obviously, and you as well, Joseph. But like you said, the Adam Cole match was really good. Probably one of the best matches that NXT has had that year, I believe. Shit. I don't really know who I got. I'm gonna go with Pat.
I got to go with Pat too because I don't really care if Austin Theory wins, and it doesn't really do anything for me if Austin Theory wins. So I'm going Pat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Pat. I've seen people on the internet saying Austin Theory's getting a push by like, what's he done in WWE? Like he's
not like interesting. Why would he need a push?
I don't know. I'm taking Pat.
Yeah. Hopefully it is Pat because at least it'd be something cool, different that I would actually be for instead of blatantly against.
I feel like he'll be really over as well.
I mean, why not? I don't think Austin Theory is going to be necessarily over. So,
I mean, Pat is one of the best. Like he's one of the best things on SmackDown outside of Roman.
I mean, Pat's done a phenomenal job. I love Pat.
And he has the number one show on YouTube. All his shows every time is live is number one. So he will be over.
Talking about over, next we got Edge going up against AJ Styles. Indigo, you seem excited to talk about this. I'll let you start it off.
Oh hell yeah! I'm looking forward to this most. Honestly, outside of because I want to see what they're gonna do with Brock and Roman, but this is what I'm looking forward to most. Since when Edge came back at that Rumble, what year was that again? 2019.
2019, I think. Right before the pandemic, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2020.
Damn.
Yeah, because that was the same year Drew won, right? Because it was a lot of people in that match. Yeah, since he came back and him and AJ had that stare down, I wanted to see the match then. Honestly, over the years, it's a good what if dream match. Probably there's not much dream matches left, honestly. So this is one of them. I like what Edge is doing right now. He turned heel. He has new theme music to go along with it. It's good. JD said this. I hope Alter Bridge sings him to the ring. That'll be dope. The matches, like I said, I'm looking forward to the match itself. It may be one of the matches of both nights. I don't know who I got though. I'm probably gonna go with the guy on my shirt, AJ Styles.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with AJ, but I'm excited to see Edge and AJ. Like you said, it's a dream match. I honestly never thought we would get to this match, so it's gonna be cool to see it, especially on a big stage like WrestleMania. Edge and AJ are gonna like you said, they're going to have more than likely a good match. If I'm willing to put money on it, it'd probably be that it's gonna be a good match. Because those guys, they're both known for putting on good matches in big spots. So I'm definitely looking forward to this match more than I'm looking forward to all of night one and most of night two. So I'm definitely excited for it. I think AJ's going to win, though.
Yeah, this is probably the match I'm looking forward to the most. I love AJ. I love Edge. They're just two really good wrestlers going at it. And the fact that Edge is a heel makes this even better. And I heard his new theme song just yesterday, and it sounds dope. So I would love to see him. I would love to see him get played out to the ring by Alter Bridge. That's a really good idea, but As far as the winner goes, I don't know because WWE loves to continue feuds after WrestleMania.
Don't remind me.
I could see this being
WrestleMania Backlash. I see it now.
I see it now. It's going to be match. I could see it now. This match will happen at WrestleMania Backlash. I'm going to take AJ Styles to win, but Edge will attack him after the match. So,
I mean, I like the idea of Alter Bridge playing him out, to be honest. Because if AJ wins, give Edge a moment with an entrance. Why not? You have a lot of money. Put it in the budget. Who cares? It'll be a cool moment for Edge.
Edge, he don't got that much WrestleMania left, honestly.
That is true. Because we don't know with Edge. This could be his last one for all we know. Because you can't
know
how the body works.
I forgot to mention this too. This is a WrestleMania worthy match. Because AJ is a top tier opponent, you know.
This is one of the few actual WrestleMania caliber matches, which is very sad.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking about not WrestleMania caliber, let's talk about the women's tag team title 4-way championship match. I forgot we even had women's tag team titles. And so did the WWE until Sasha Banks and Naomi told them that. We have Queen Zelina and Carmella going up against Sasha and Naomi versus Rhea and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler. I don't even know how these people are teamed up.
I don't know. It's just WWE picking names out of a hat and seeing
Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan together.
That's the most random pairing.
Natalya and Shayna Baszler.
Again, they just want to put them on the show just because, and they had nothing going on like individually.
It's just picking names out of a hat. It feels like.
Here's my question. Instead of doing this shit, we have Finn Balor, the United States champion, not on WrestleMania.
So sad.
And Ricochet is Ricochet on the show?
Nope. Yeah.
And again, rest in peace, Carl. He recently passed. They could have did a dope ass ladder match. They could have put some guys in there. Ricochet is the champion. It's a ladder match. It's Ricochet.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. If we could really book these shows better than.
I'm surprised we don't have a ladder match. They love throwing 8-9 different people out there. Why not have a United States Championship ladder match? It'd be better than this shit.
You could have had Kofi Kingston in there. You could have had Sheamus in there. You could have had Shinsuke Nakamura in there besides being in that tag match. I mean,
throw somebody from NXT in there if you want, for all I give a fuck. It's better than the women's tag team division.
Yeah, it would have been a dope tribute to Carl.
It definitely would have.
But again, the mid-card titles is not it's not like the AEW or the TNT title. It's damn near up there with the world title in AEW. It's not like that in WWE. Their mid titles are worthless. It's like those women's tag team titles.
Women's tag team titles I forgot literally existed. And they're on Mania.
I forgot that there's women's tag titles in NXT too, bro.
I don't even know why they have tag team titles.
I was on Instagram and I saw a picture of Dakota Kai and Raquel holding those titles. Like, oh shit, I forgot. They got titles in NXT too.
They literally don't have women's tag teams. I don't understand why we have women's tag team divisions.
Wait, who's the tag team champions?
For the women in
NXT?
No, for the main roster.
Oh, Zelina and Carmella.
Yo, bro, I did not know that.
Why are Zelina and Carmella together? Your guess is as good as mine as well.
I thought I thought Rhea and Liv was the tag champs. Yo, that's how much I don't know.
I mean,
I
at
have no
least
idea.
at least they're likable individuals, not sell out Vega and Carmelo.
Yeah, you're right.
I really don't care who wins this. Fuck it, give it to Liv Morgan. She's cool. Give it to her for all I care.
Give it to, I guess, Sasha Banks and Naomi. So, I
Oh yeah,
guess.
that's where Indigo's
Yeah.
going. Indigo smiled.
Yeah, y'all know who I got without me saying it. Because for one of the main reasons is because this will be Sasha Banks' first WrestleMania win.
That is true.
So
Yeah.
that would be a good moment for her and Naomi too. But like I said, it's supposed to happen Charlotte versus Sasha with Sasha taking her title back, but of course they did go down that route.
They never do.
The match itself is going. I don't like these multi. This is a 4-way. I think the last one we saw last year, right? When Dana Brooke exposed herself, and the Iconics was in that shit.
Oh, that was last
And
year.
Mandy Rose flipped.
I remember that. Yeah.
That was last year. I totally remember that. I was there. I didn't watch.
There is
took a
good
walk.
news. We don't have Nia Jax in this match. There's
That
good
match
news.
was so terrible. Like,
She's not wrestling anymore, I heard. Is that right?
I don't care.
Oh.
She
I
apparently is starting an OnlyFans or something like that.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because these women, they saw how much Tony Storm made. It was 1 week.
Yeah.
Honestly, Tony Storm was she could retire tomorrow if she wants.
Yeah, exactly.
And now she's all elite. Like, she's making bank. I'm happy for her, man.
Yeah, good for Tony. Both Tonys. Tony Khan, congratulations on getting Tony Storm. Tony Storm, congratulations on being in AEW. Both of them.
Yes.
Probably their biggest pickup so far in the women's division.
Yeah, their women's division isn't really full of huge names, so I'd say it's probably their biggest pickup.
Well, I would say over the course of the couple of years, Thunder Rosa seems like their biggest pickup, but I mean, look how big it was.
I meant like in a free agent, like.
Oh, a free agent. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Next,
who y'all got for the on tournament for the females? I think it's gonna be a good tournament. Like, I see it now.
I'm gonna say Serena Deeb's gonna win that.
I got Serena too.
I could see Serena Deeb winning.
I see the finals probably being Tony Storm versus Serena Deeb, but we'll see.
I don't think they go with Tony all the way yet. It'll be a little too soon, in my opinion, but it is Tony. She's cool, so I wouldn't complain about it. But let's talk about Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
God.
I am not a fan of Omos. I don't know if either of you are. Bobby Lashley, I loved Bobby Lashley when he was the champion.
Yes.
I loved him. He was one of the best things going on. He's in a feud with Omos. Why?
I feel so sorry for Bobby Lashley. Look what they did to him at the Chamber, and he has to do this at WrestleMania.
That's a significant drop off.
I feel, dude, last year I was so hyped. He was facing Drew McIntyre, and he retained the title.
I remember that. Yeah.
Dude, my section was loud as shit when he retained the title. A year later, he's facing Omos. Like, dude, Omos is boring as shit. Like,
Omos is the Big Show.
Not even AJ could make us like him.
I don't have to watch.
Which AJ I didn't like him.
I liked him in the beginning with AJ, but It was so bad. He sucks.
There's no skill to him. He's just big. That's his skill.
Yeah.
I'll say that when we first saw Omos in the pandemic era, I forgot what they called it.
Oh, Raw Underground.
Yeah.
He was sitting as one of
Omos was pretty
the security
cool,
guards.
I'll say that, yeah. But other than that, like, there's no interest, you know.
I didn't ever have an interest in him actually getting in a ring.
Exactly, bro. Like, and he's fucking terrible. Like, gives me so much great Khali vibes. That was a horrible time.
Yeah.
It was awful, bro. Even the Undertaker couldn't even the Undertaker couldn't do nothing with him. Like,
bro.
And Batista cannot leave Batista out.
Almost, if he wins, that's a slap in the face to Bobby Lashley. Just don't let Omos win, please. He sucks. He's not going anywhere. He's not good.
Bobby Lashley for
Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby Lashley for the win.
I'm gonna go a wild card. I'm gonna go with Omos simply because I have a feeling that MVP might turn on Lashley and becomes Omos's new manager. I kind of see that happening. Going Omos. I don't want to, but I'm seeing like that's probably how they're gonna operate.
Man,
again, I feel like that's
MVP. Fuck MVP if that happens.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of a waste because Omos has no potential. He's reached his ceiling already in WWE.
Don't discredit them. They made Braun Strowman look good for a period of time.
Because Braun Strowman was over.
Hey, yeah, MVP as a mouthpiece might be able to help him.
They fucked up. I'm never forgetting SummerSlam 2017. Like, everybody was booing Roman out the building, and Strowman was fucking over. They didn't want to put the title on him. Even Joe was over too, but
Joe was extremely over.
Especially, I think him and Brock had that feud right after. They didn't want to do it.
They had their match at Great Balls of Fire.
Oh my God!
I was at that show. Quite possibly the worst pay-per-view name of all time.
Now Strowman, whatever his real name is in sin.
He's throwing control your narrative around. Adam Scher or whatever his name is. That company itself sucks. The fact that you went from the WWE to that company, that tells you suck. You couldn't get a job anywhere else. You couldn't even get to Impact. You couldn't even get to Impact.
It's the same with EC3. I'm like, why would you start something like this?
It's I don't even know why they do it. Yeah. But that's where Omos will be in 2 years, so. He'll be fighting Braun Strowman. Or whatever he's going by now.
My God, I couldn't imagine that match.
It Braun Strowman be horrible. Absolutely.
Braun Strowman versus Omos.
If they didn't release him, that would probably have been the WrestleMania match. Braun Strowman versus Omos.
The Battle of the Giants. That definitely would have happened. Let's move on to something slightly more interesting, though. RK Bro, who I actually like, the Raw Tag Team Champions, going up against the Street Profits, going up against Alpha Academy. What are you guys thinking about this match? Are you still on the RK Bro hype train? I am.
I actually like the Alpha Academy. I really do.
Same here.
I don't know if they'll win. I'll take them to win. I like from seeing clips on Twitter, I'm actually glad that they gave Chad Gable something to do, and he's actually put a lot of effort into this. He's gotten himself some solid heat, and the fact that he has something going good for him for a first time in a long time, like for a very long time, he was. I don't know what they were doing with him, Shorty G, all this shit.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm glad he's doing this stuff with Otis. Otis was a joke before this too, and they were the tag team champions until they lost it back to OK Bro. I really like it. I like what they're doing with these guys. I'll take them to win. I don't know why. But whenever he says "shoosh," I kind of I don't know. I kind of it's over a little bit. So
personally, I'm still gonna hold Money in the Bank against Otis. Fuck Otis.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Sorry, Chad Gable. You aren't shit either just because you're teamed with Otis. RK Bro, I'm taking Randy and Riddle himself. Oh, you Indigo.
I'm gonna go with Joseph. I got Alpha Academy because they over.
Yeah, they are over.
Probably one of the best things on Monday Night Raw. I don't watch the show, but I could assume outside of RK Bro, RK Bro still got some stuff. I don't think the breakup should happen just yet. Yeah, I'm going Alpha Academy.
They might be over, and people might want to see them to win. But fuck Otis. I'm sick and tired of him.
No, I'm shocked they didn't do the breakup before WrestleMania. I'm shocked we're not getting Riddle versus Orton on this show. I thought that's what the whole point was.
I definitely thought they'd be fighting at Mania.
And if that was a match on the show, that would be a match I'm really looking forward to.
They might push it to SummerSlam, to be honest.
I mean, whenever they have their match, it's going to be a good match. You know why? It barely happens at WWE, but long-term storytelling. So,
yeah. But I feel like it would kind of be pointless for them to lose the titles at Mania and then go to face off at WrestleMania Backlash.
Oh, no. I mean, you're right. When they face off, it should be on a bigger stage.
Yeah.
It should be, if it's not going to be here at WrestleMania, it should be at SummerSlam. So, we'll see. But my boy Chad Gable's about to be a tag team champion.
Can Chad Gable hold both belts?
Got Otis with him.
Fuck Otis.
Dude.
The last match, though, we have the unification match, winner take all, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, part 763. I want to look forward to this match. I want to. I don't think it's going to be a bad match, but something strikes me the wrong way when we've literally seen this match how many fucking times. I don't know if I'm really that into it.
I'll say this. My personal favorite match of these two was WrestleMania 31. That match was a banger, especially the ending. Brilliant.
I mean, the ending was great.
That match itself was good. It actually had a build somewhat, even though we didn't want Roman to win the Rumble that year. We can all agree that Rush match was 34, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Was it 34?
34, yes.
I was at 34 and I fucking hated it.
That's one of my personal least favorite WrestleManias of all time. That show was terrible, man.
Bro, I
instead
had
of
somebody
this
the other week tell me it was one of the best shows of like the last 10 years. I was like, that show was ass.
man. Instead of this is awesome chants, they were chanting this is awful. So that's how you could tell.
You're damn right we were.
Yeah.
I swear everybody in that arena was just sitting there waiting for Roman to win, and then Roman didn't win. It was the greatest thing ever. Like, we were all just sitting there, oh, he's kicking out. He's going to kick out. And then he didn't kick
they was
out. We're
trying
like,
to troll us. They knew that we wanted the title off of Brock. Because he was never there at the time. Brock Lesnar's run right now, this was the most that we ever seen him in his tenure. He's been
I
here
like
10
Brock
years
right
now. Yeah, he's been back for 10 years now. This is his best run.
He's
And
doing the best work of his recent career, at least.
yeah, and this is the most like he's been there damn near every week since this recent run. And back then, we just wanted the title off of him. We didn't even care if it was Roman at that point.
Back then, he would show up twice every 6 months. He would show
Yeah.
up. He would show up in the middle of the build to SummerSlam, show up on the go home to SummerSlam, fight at SummerSlam, do the same thing for Mania, and call it a year. It was a bad time.
And Raw had no championship, bro. The only championship that people was really feuding over was the IC title. I believe the IC title was on Raw at that time.
Oh, I remember that period of time now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was when Seth was. This was when Seth was over, with us with the fans.
Seth has had
And that
a
match.
trajectory. Watching Seth is crazy because he was super over, super hated, and now he's liked again. He's been on a roller coaster.
This match is so This is probably the only thing that has been billed as like a WrestleMania match. Honestly, out of everything. Like you said, bro. Brock has been killing it as a babyface. I have more experience as a wrestling fan than you guys, so I know Brock early days. I know he could talk.
Brock should
He
pull out
didn't.
the moonsault.
Brock, he could talk, but he normally just let Heyman do the talking for obvious reasons. So now it's like good stuff. I saw his interview with Pat McAfee. I was like, oh shit.
I don't care, unfortunately.
I mean, Roman Reigns is probably the safest bet here. I mean, there's no reason for Brock to win.
Exactly.
I don't really know who Roman loses to, but I don't think it's at Mania.
I'm pretty sure Brock is going to go away after WrestleMania. He always does that every year.
Yeah.
Plus, Roman shouldn't be losing. We say this all the time.
We can only say it until it's not true, though. I don't know who he's going to lose the title to.
Oh, yeah, I was just about to ask you guys that question.
Shit, I have no idea.
Because it shouldn't be Cody, honestly.
Hell no. Not Cody.
Cody should know that he's going to play second fiddle.
I don't even know who he loses it to, but it's definitely not going to be Cody.
Cody should know that he's going to be second fiddle to Roman Reigns. This is Roman Reigns' company.
I mean, that's kind of what got Cody leaving the other company. Because he wasn't number one anymore. So, if he comes in thinking he's going to top Roman Reigns, then he needs to reevaluate himself. Because that's not happening.
But, I said this. Cody versus Roman, it needs to happen at SummerSlam. It should not happen at WrestleMania Backlash. Or even at Money in the Bank. They could do like Cody versus Edge, or Cody versus AJ, or they could probably run back a Orton and Cody feud, you know, into SummerSlam, but if they do it before then, they fuck up. They fucking up.
Yeah. I don't really have any great guess on Roman Reigns losing. But hopefully we do see Cody in a non-Roman Reigns type role at Mania. Hopefully this Mania is better than what we're giving it credit for. Do I think it will be better? Probably not. Do you guys think
that there'll be like? When you guys think like after the match, do you think it's gonna be one title or will Roman carry both titles?
I have no idea. I got no idea.
I don't know. If they actually get one title, maybe they go back to one roster instead of multiple rosters.
I would hope.
Because their multiple rosters aren't good. So, I mean, maybe that's where they're going. It's either that or they're going to do the shit that they had Becky do and have Roman wrestle twice on each pay-per-view. And maybe that's how he loses the title. But I have no idea what they're doing.
There's nobody else on. He beat everybody on SmackDown. So it just make sense. He could probably retire the Universal Championship if they want to go that route and have the WWE Champ, which, in my opinion, that's still the top title in WWE. WWE Championship.
Yeah. They can't get rid of the WWE Championship. If they do that, then they might. Yeah, that's a dumb idea. If they're going to get rid of one, get rid of the Universal.
Yeah, Roman did. He did a lot for that championship, the longest reigning. You know, he beat Brock's record, which Brock didn't really have a record. He just stayed home with that belt.
Hey, you got to get a record somehow. No matter if he's wrestling or not, the days count.
Yeah, that's true. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to is like what they do after the match.
Yeah. I don't know if we can potentially see Paul Heyman come into a factor here either. Maybe. I don't really know.
I don't think so.
Hopefully.
Probably the Usos, most likely.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. Well, that's about all we can talk about when it comes to WrestleMania because they gave us a pretty mediocre card to say the least. How about you two, Shot?
Just enjoy wrestling this weekend because it's not just WrestleMania. We got Rampage, the Ring of Honor show. New Japan's doing a show. There's a big GCW show this weekend, hosted by Joey Janela. To just enjoy the wrestling weekend, not just about Mania.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling going around on Mania weekend usually. So there's going to be more than WrestleMania on this weekend. So if you want to tune into any of that, definitely do. Because honestly, you're probably going to get better matches than you're getting at WrestleMania. So you might as well. Any last words from you, Joseph?
Rampage is looking better than WrestleMania. Those people watching Keith Lee versus Powerhouse Hargrave now.
Yeah. For sure.
The match of the weekend might not even be on a pay-per-view. That's crazy.
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Any last words from you, Joseph?
No, man. Just thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Fun times. And, yeah, just go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I'll just get out of the way now. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. We got some AEW content. We don't do WWE content on that channel. Get out of here. We do mostly sports now. So I've kind of grown into the sports community, sports channels. So this week we're doing everything March Madness leading up to the Final Four on Saturday night. And by the way, I'm picking college basketball over WrestleMania. So
he's also a UNC fan. So
yes.
So bully him on that. Bully him. Tell him that UNC is going to lose.
Dude, they're not losing. They are not losing to Duke. It's not happening. But go ahead, subscribe to my channel for all the fun stuff. Got still some AEW content and all that. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Conlin_Joseph. And if you want to follow me on TikTok as well, that's okay. At Conlin_Joseph. About to reach 100 followers over there. So
yeah, definitely go follow him. How about you, Indigo?
Definitely subscribe to my channel. Well, just dropped the AEW Dynamite review from this past week. A very solid episode. Yuta versus Danielson is probably going to be the match of the whole week. You actually, that match was a banger. But nonetheless, I covered AEW New Japan. I'm about to start Ring of Honor this week. I actually covered the Will Smith Chris Rock situation. If y'all want my thoughts on that. Yeah, my channel's growing. Hope you guys subscribe. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Indigo Uchiha. Excuse me. And thank you for having us on the show.
Of course. And you can also find their links in the description. It will be down there after I upload this, which is going to be tomorrow for me. This is going to be uploaded on Thursday, but we're recording this Wednesday night. Once again, thank y'all for joining today. Really do appreciate it. Had a fun time with y'all. It's been your role model, the IWC Gamers Goon, and I'm going to get on out of here with these boys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what you're thinking about WrestleMania this weekend.